What's up, old school homies? Let's talk about the early Korean squire bullet. I have a couple of them here so that you can see some of the differences in the markings, but these are basically the same guitar. One does say made in Korea right on it. How about that? And those are the original string trees. This one doesn't say that, and it has replaced roller string trees. It would be cooler to have the originals on there, but I could tell that this would add to tuning stability, so I let it slide. And these guitars have small frets, let's just put that out there. A lot of the early import Squires had vintage frets, which mean really small frets. No, they're not super small. I think this one is more of a medium jumbo. That one's small, vintage frets. Do they get smaller? Here's my made in Japan one. Those are vintage frets as well, pretty small. It's just a trend on early vintage guitars, vintage Squires. They used vintage fret wire, small fret wire. So if you don't like that, it might not be the guitar for you. Old men really like small frets. It's good for scaling and stuff. I like scaling. Now this one, it looks like the low E string is a little bit close to the edge. Let's check this one out. As with this one, it's more perfectly centered. You know what I mean? I would say the high E has a little bit less room. It's a little nitpicky, but I look at those sort of things as quality, and more often than not, it's chance that you'll find one where the strings perfectly go over, or the pole pieces. Look at the bridge. Pole pieces are off to the side. It's weird how they line up perfectly on one side and then they sort of taper off. And then for some reason, like, look at that one. How does that one perfectly line up? It twists my mind because the spacing, like, it's actually that the strings are starting to taper up further and further as you go up. It's an optical freaking illusion. I have built guitars where I made it happen though. I was like, everything's gonna go right over the middle. Almost. And I did it to that one too. Now this one I actually drilled the position of where you could put the pickups, and that's how I got that one so perfect. That one, it was pretty close, but that's a pickguard I bought. It's a nitpicker thing. You pretty much have to build a custom guitar to get it perfect. But what else is weird is they don't put a serial number on all these. Nope. There's a serial number underneath my finger, but it's just a little sticker with 6 digits on it. That one has an E serial number stamped into it as the first letter, which is one of the more rare ones. So, the fit and finish is very perfect. Look at how close even the pickguard will fit. The neck pocket